Hello and welcome to the first episode of Digital Entrepreneurship. In this series of videos, we will be talking about what is the digital entrepreneurship, what is the digital marketing, what is the difference between the traditional marketing or the traditional entrepreneurship, what is the traditional way of running a business, what is the business model of a traditional business, and what is the business model of a digital entrepreneurship. So, what is the digital entrepreneurship? Digital entrepreneurship involves creating and managing a business in the digital space, leveraging online platform, digital tools, and technology driven strategies to reach and engage customers. It enables entrepreneurs to scale quickly, innovate continuously, and operate with lower overhead compared to the traditional business. This approach is vital in today's global marketplace, where digital presence and agility are key to success. In digital entrepreneurship, we use digital tools to help us sell online. If it is a difficult term to understand what digital entrepreneurship is, the easiest answer or easiest explanation we can say is that you have something and you sell it online. It is a product, you sell online. It is a service, you sell online. Using some digital tools, you reach to your customers and your customer reach to you using digital tools. They buy your product or they buy your service. So, what is the business model of the entrepreneurship? So, when it comes to the traditional business model, it's a brick and mortar stores, it's a physical products, and it's a services. You have a cloth shop, you have a shoes shop, you sell something there. In the digital space or in the digital entrepreneurship, the business model is that you have an online platform, digital products, and the services you sell online. So, throughout this series of this video, I will be using a number of tools to help us build this series, to help us sell online, to help the businesses to build their digital presence. There will be some cost involved in it. We will talk about the cost. There is some investment in any business you start. So you will be paying rent for a shop or an office. You will be getting office furniture. There will be a lot to spend. And then there are a lot of overheads too. But when it comes to the digital entrepreneurship, you may not need to invest huge upfront. So we will talk about the difference between the digital entrepreneurship and the traditional entrepreneurship. The involvement someone has to commit. Okay, so this is my commitment for my online business, and this is my commitment for the traditional business. Will you be a pure traditional business or will you be a hybrid traditional business? Give an example, like you run a restaurant business and you sell your food only in your restaurant. So you do not have any online presence. So this is your pure traditional business model. But the moment you join any third party company where you sell your food online, you reach to customers online through some website or a mobile app, you are becoming a hybrid business, or say hybrid traditional business and then going to hybrid digital transformation. We will talk about the designing of product and services. There will be definitely a big difference when we look at the setting up a local shop or we are setting up an online shop. So there will be a difference in setting up the products, which way we set up the products. We will talk about operations. We'll talk about the finance. We'll talk about the accounting. We'll talk about legals. We'll talk about HR. We'll talk about a lot in administration. There are a lot to think about it. There are some policies, online policies. There are cookies policies. There are terms and conditions. There are uh, privacy policies for using the websites. There are return policies. There are refund policies. There are laws which tells you that you must accept the return if product is returned within 14 days. So we will have to look into it, stocking and restocking. So all of those operations we'll be talking about it. Marketing and growth. We will talk about what is the traditional way of marketing and what is the digital way of doing marketing. So I talked about the restaurant. So you have a restaurant. What is the traditional way of marketing? You will be printing your menu and distributing it door to door, delivering it door to door into the homes. So what was involved in it, that you hired somebody to design your menu, you hired a company to print those menus for you, and then you hired another person to deliver those flyers door to door. But the question is, what marketing was in there? Did you make money? Do you have analytics? Can you say that how much orders did you get from that specific areas? We are looking at the analytics. So using the digital tools, we can build better analytics. So using Google Analytics, for example, or Meta Pixels, we will know more about the user behaviors, how they are interacting with your website or with your mobile app. So we will talk about it, and definitely there are some tools involved in it, and there is a cost involved in it. So we will talk about the cost. We will set up a budget. Let's say, okay, we have a budget of $10,000 to set up an online business. How do we allocate that $10,000 to a number of things we need to set up our business online? You will be looking at setting up your customer relationship, your customer, like you want to send emails to the customers. Okay, there are some free tools, but at certain stage you will have to buy that tool. You will have to spend 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, I don't know, depending on how many contacts do you have. So we will talk about it. Do we have to spend money right now, or do we have to spend money in 6 months? We'll talk about it. So there will be a few tools I will be using. One of them is Figma. I use this a lot to design websites, the layouts, mobile application layouts. I also use it for the brainstorming. So what Figma is like, design and refine products with your team. So a number of people from our team can come on the same page and we can brainstorm, okay, how this image should look like. So this is the tool we will be using. We use a lot in our business. So Figma design, I think there is a quick video we can look at. So they have better explanation, like designing a prototype of their mobile application, how somebody comes and click on what picture and how it takes them, what are the menus, what are the layout of the picture. So this is something from their website. Another tool we will use is Canva. You will look at setting up your online presence, including your social media presence. So you want to set up a Facebook uh, post, you will design this in the Canva. You want to set up some, you want to create some brochures for printing, you can use Canva. So purely talking about digital marketing, we will use Canva to design a lot of things for our business. And there is some cost involved in it, and we will be talking about, should you spend uh, $15 per month, for example, or should you not spend those $15, and what you will get, what will $15 buy you for a whole month. We will talk about them. So there will be a lot of other tools we will use to help us build this series, to help us set up our online business. Down on the road, we will be talking about a lot in those categories. So I will be having a number of guests with me, talking about accounts, talking about finance, talking about legal matters, talking about digital marketing, talking about designing your software. So you will need a website. When we talk about the digital transformation, we talk about the digital entrepreneurship, we must need a website. How much money do you need to spend on a website? How much a website will cost you? Is it a couple of $100? It is a couple of $1,000? Will it cost you in millions? It depends on your business. It depends on what you are selling. It depends on what you want to achieve from your website. A quick example, like, for example, you are a business and you want to say, okay, let's go back again to the restaurant business, that you are a restaurant business. You want a website where somebody comes, visits your website, they view your menu, they place an order, they buy food. So this is the objective of your website, that you want to make your customers buy food from your website. But the same website can be used for the customer relationship. Those who bought food, they also register an account with your website. So you have their data, you have their contact detail, you have their address, you have their phone number. Can you use it for your marketing? Do you have permission? So we will talk about the privacy. We will talk about the consents. We will talk about the cookies policies. We will talk about terms and conditions. Did somebody allow you to send them marketing materials, or they said no, please don't send me anything? So we will talk about all those things. So we will have expert from the industry in almost every sector we will talk about. So stay tuned, and I will leave it for today. We will come back with another exciting series talking about what is the digital entrepreneurship and what is the difference between digital entrepreneurship and the traditional entrepreneurship. We will set up a comparison explaining both things, that should you be pure traditional business or pure digital business, or there's a transformation between them. We will talk about them. Thank you for watching.